The curtain rises at last, but I have hit the go live button. This live stream that I intended to launch last week, but had to postpone due to an enormous migraine, can finally happen. I'm not going to talk like that the entire rest of the stream. Today's drink is brought to you by Polar Seltzer Water, specifically blackberry mango flavor. I saw it at the store today and I was like, I like blackberry. I'm a mango slut. I will get this and I will try it and I will see if I like it. And it turns out that I like it. So I'm glad that I got the case. All right, let's go ahead and get this music started. I hit the play button. Just waiting for it to react. Okay, there we go. We got it working. I could have swore I put this at 35% volume. I did. Okay. Let's make it 25. There we go. That's much better. Cool. All right, so today I am drawing Dragon Ball Z characters in drag. It's a pun because drag unball. I'm not going to apologize. I think Akira Toriyama would be proud. All right. Now, a while back, I drew this Princess Trunks on a live stream. And yes, this is a reference to Team 4-Star. I need to fix some fingers here now that I'm giving them a second look. That pinky was entirely too long. Okay, and for the colors of this, because coloring is going to be the next stage. We'll get to that when we get to that. Because I have a method. I have a method to my madness. Bear with me. Also, holy dang, it's been a while since I live streamed. How y'all doing? Hope you're doing great. Lots of changes have happened on my end of things since last I checked in with y'all. Big thing number one. This is my first time actually hearing this music track all the way through. I've only ever heard the beginning of it. This is interesting. Okay, anyway. Okay, before I continue, I'm just gonna... Wow! That was wild. Okay. It got really fast and then it just went back to normal. Okay. I need you to... There we go. I needed Clip Studio Paint to stop doing that. That's better. Just had to zoom out on the hand for a second. The edits are looking much better. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, the method to the madness in terms of color is that I'm not going to be directly eyedroppering from the screen caps that I have in the upper right corner here, mostly because there are some filters and stuff on those original source materials, and that's going to show through if I try to do the eyedropper tool. But what I want to do instead is eyeball it. I need to get better at eyeballing color samples anyway, so I figured this is a good way to test that. There we go. Because in the subview tool, you have hand mode, which allows you to move it, and then you have the eyedropper tool, which lets you color sample. We're not doing the color sample here. Also, I'm really glad that I got this screen grab because I was like, what color are Trunks' eyes? Now I know. Okay, so he's got like pretty ocean blue eyes, actually. Okay, I think I got it. Oh, oops. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Okay, now his hair is purple because a fun fact for the anime, Bulma's hair is originally purple. Or at least it's supposed to be in the manga. But in the anime adaptation, it was blue. I'm sure there's a production reason for that. Because there usually is. Okay, anyway. Let's color sample that hair. I think no, that's too neon. Hold on. Needs to be a little more on the blue side than on the magenta side. Okay, got it. That's nope, too bright. Closer. I mean, that might have to do, but let's do this. Okay. Move that a little further on the blue scale. I think this one. Why does that? Maybe it's because the background. Okay. Instead of having it be gray, let's just have the background be white for a bit. That'll make a difference. Ah, got it. Okay, we had to shift it a little closer towards the grays. That way it's less neon bright. Oh, right. I was talking about exciting things that have been happening behind the scenes. So one big thing, I recently got a grant from the Toledo Arts Commission. It's part of their rescue plan program. Very excited about that. I have a few ideas of where to put that grant money, mostly because like the grant money is there because conventions are not what they used to be. And I need to pivot a few things. And I'm hoping that the grant will help with that. So I have some ideas of where to put that funding. Which includes, but is not limited to, revamping my fan clubs, which is the equivalent of Patreon. I don't do Patreon because of security reasons, and also when I was on Patreon, they kept dropping pledges, and then I would have to do the annoying thing of reaching out to people and being like, your pledge got dropped, you're gonna need to re-up it. And I actually had somebody stop being a patron of mine because they hated getting those emails, and I'm like, well, this doesn't serve anybody. So I stopped using Patreon, and I started using Ko-fi. Now Ko-fi works. And if you head over to ko-fi.com/KelseyDCrawford and you click on memberships, there's more info there. Hold on, I'm going to color sample the skin here. But I'm going to be revamping the rewards very soon. I think I've already made the corrections on the Ko-fi side of things. I have not made the corrections on my website yet. So yeah, Ko-fi is the best place to look for updated rewards, etc. Hold on a sec. Okay, that's better. I was very concerned for a second because I was like, that's not the right kind of shade of skin. But we got it. We got it. Honestly, this particular tune is like the perfect loop. I wasn't anticipating that. But it works. Oh, okay. Hold on, I'm about to do some magic here. I'm gonna use the Y for fill leftover, and I'm just gonna trace it across here. Oh, that didn't work how I expected. There. Now it works. Had to correct it a bit. Getting into the nooks and crannies between the boa feathers. Okay, so for colors, I mean, obviously you've got to get the pink hair, the blue eyes, etc. With that, the other thing I got to do is make sure that there's a lot of blues and blacks, because those are his predominant colors. And also a touch of orange. I'm thinking probably the orange will be more for the accessories rather than like the main staples of the outfit, because that's where the orange is popped up in the original. So let's go ahead and put that here. We're doing the basics first. I mean, these colors are subject to change. Oh, the sword handle. Yeah. Okay. Do some corrections on the sword handle. Oof, good thing I lined these up ahead of time. There we go. Okay. Got it. So the handle is either a dark brown or a black. I'm gonna go halvesies. Okay. Okay, now for the main outfit, I'm thinking a blue boa, like a color that would match his jacket. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, and then maybe a lighter bluier shade for the skirt of the dress. We'll be adding some iridescentness to it. I did another print recently, and I learned how to do an iridescent trick. So we'll be implementing that maybe here in a minute. I gotta touch up these edges first. Okay, that fills in all those gaps. I forgot this. There we go. Okay. Okay, we're off to a good start. That's too close to his skin color. Hold on. I'll make him a brighter orange to reference the Dragon Balls themselves, I think. There we go. Ooh. Boop. That's better. Okay. Had to do a little touching up there. And that itty bitty nook should not be blue. Or maybe it'll be a different shade of blue. Okay. Let's do this shade of like a dark gray, almost black. Oh, I probably should have pulled up some references to Sane armor because that's what this corset top is modeled after. 1 second. I have an entire folder of just references for Dragon Ball pulled up on the side over here. So give me a sec while I look. Okay. And we could reference okay, I actually drew the armor a little incorrectly. So let's fix that real fast. We'll be making corrections on those in a moment. Okay. I do have floating around here. I have like original Vegeta armor, and I also have Nappa floating around here somewhere in this reference folder. This reference folder is not organized. I am not showing you the reference folder because, oh good lord, is it a jumble? You don't need to see it. It's fine. Ah, here we are. If I can get the mouse to cooperate. There we go. Yeah, Raditz is going to be a close enough reference here. Did I turn the oven off? Excuse me a second. Okay. Yes, indeed, the oven is off. I'm definitely smelling food, probably because my glass window is open, or the sliding glass door, I should say, that leads out onto the balcony. Okay, there we go. Okay, because this middle section here is segmented. I'm actually going to use the wand tool to make this a little easier. Better! All right. I'm just going to use the lasso for the next part because okay. Polish this up a little bit. The color bled a little bit. Fix that there. Okay. When the song loops back around again, I know a wrap that goes over top of it. Okay. That is a lot more canon accurate. Okay. Fixed. Now let's bring that kind of gray, blue, black back and color the correct layer. Okay. Yeah. Looking good. Kind of hot, honestly. There we go. Ooh, let's get a gray white sheen on that sword. Okay, for that we're going to do fork around to transparent on the gradient here. That is not radial. There we go. Kinda. I'm gonna use the polyline tool to select off half of the sword. Oh, I forgot. Sometimes this tool, there we go. Sometimes you have to tell the tool precisely where you want it to go. Okay. So we got the sword, we got the figure, or let's make that iridescent skirt. Okay. So this does require a gradient. Let's see what Night Sky does. No? Okay. I could put it on a separate layer and then screen. Ooh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So that's there we go. Probably easier if I turn that layer off, do it this way. Here we go. Oh, sorry, I just realized that there are comments. Hello, Director 240. Glad to see you hanging out in the comments section. One of my favorite parts of coloring experiment with all the layer modes. Yeah, I've been experimenting a lot with layer modes lately. I've been making some really nice effects in Pages of the Legend of Jamie Roberts. Let me tell you what. Okay, so I got the area selected. We got the dress sheen. Okay, here we are. Sparkles. So for the sparkles, we're going to do... I'm trying to remember how it was done in this print that I did. I'll show off the print later. Hold me to it, because I know I promise things in streams, and then I just completely forget about it. Anyway, I think it's spray. There was a print that I did earlier this week that I made an iridescent dress on, and I'm trying to remember if it was spray or tone scraping that I used to pull that effect off. I'm pretty sure it was spray. Oh yeah, it was spray. Okay. Okay. So we have it on normal right now. I think if we put it back on... Ooh, yeah! We have it on screen, it really shines. We'll put that at, I don't know, 90%? No. 80? No. 70? Yeah, 70. Okay. Iridescent skirt. Ooh, let's put that on the crown. Oh. Yeah. Got the sparkle in the crown. I think I'll change the track here in a second. Okay, so I got the colors and I got some sparkle effects going. I haven't even gotten to the spotlight yet. I think I'll do a spotlight, yeah. That way I can determine where the light source is and we can shape from there. Just selecting the white space around our figure. And then, okay, so we got that. New layer, spotlight. Oh. And I'm gonna change out the track. Before I do, sip of water. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to remember how, because I watched a Starfish Face video in which she drew a Has-Been Hotel, and the Has-Been Hotel art that she drew had two spotlights, and I'm trying to remember how she did both. I have ideas. I have ideas of how to do the spotlight. It's probably going to take a couple layers, but I have ideas. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I could probably achieve it in one. I have an idea of how to do that. Yeah, I think I got it. So let's try this track. It works. Okay. Ooh. I'm thinking probably sunset color color palette for the spotlight here. Yeah. Okay. Let's do foreground to background. Adjust. I have an idea. Hold on. Instead of the white space, I'm just going to move the layer down, and then we're going to do this. We'll fix the sword in a second. Ooh. Let's actually use a soft eraser for a second. Much better. Now the sword is going to be an easy enough fix. We just got to use the polyline. Okay. Boom. Fixed. And this handle is easy enough. Just use the eraser and then boom, you're done. Oh, excuse me. Wow. Okay. Oh. Here's a spot that I missed. And now I have not missed it. Yeah. It's good so far, but I know we can definitely improve on this. I'm gonna group that together and okay, so screen. I'm gonna do not 5%, 50%. Sheesh. Okay. Nah. There we go. I had to get the directions right. Okay. About 35% screen for the glow effect here. And multiply layer for the shades. There we go. I figure the lighting effects would be well served as gold to help the blue stand out more. Okay. I do need to fix something real fast. Okay. It was bothering me that that corner was just bright white. I'm like, that's Near's butt. Let's not have that there. There we go. Actually, There we go. I feel like this is my default shading color, though. Maybe I should change it up. Well, anyway. Now, for the shading effects, I have to turn a whole bunch of layers off. There we go. Okay, so the light is coming from the upper left here. Okay. Man, I am really glad that I got those reference images up in that corner. Okay. Oh. So one other thing behind the scenes that I have learned, and that has been in development, is for folks who have subscribed to this channel, I had published a video about, you know, a new direction for the channel, in that I wanted to post more behind the scenes stuff and show some, like, a week in the life of kind of videos or that sort of thing. But as it turns out, I recorded them and they are a massive pain in the butt to video edit. And I am, above all, lazy. So I'm figuring out another method. I have some ideas. I would like to figure out a video upload schedule soon, because I still like spending time with y'all. For the folks who are watching live or on the replay. The thing is, other development. I've picked up a part-time job recently that's not in the studio. I'm not overly fond of having to do this, but circumstances demanded it, so I'm doing it. It's temporary. So I don't know how long I will be at this particular position, whether it's like 3 to 6 months or anything beyond that, or even shorter. Like, I have the right to be like, hey, I don't like this gig. I'm just going to leave. I'm very fortunate to be in the position that I'm in, which is, yeah, I do need to take this job technically, but like, if it's really, really bad, I don't have to stay at it. But it is a part-time thing. Mostly picked it up to build my savings back up again, but also to cover some bills while I work on pivoting a few things for the work that I do in studio. Unfortunately, conventions are not what they used to be. So I'm going to be pivoting away from relying on conventions so much and shifting more towards online things. And that includes an online store, a Ko-fi membership page, running a YouTube channel, like the one that you're watching right now. So I'm still figuring it out. You know, not helped by the fact that the cultural zeitgeist for indie creators like myself has changed so much. The enshittification of the internet has really come to fruition with everything that Meta's been doing. Or I should say Facebook. I'm not dignifying Elon Musk with calling Twitter by any other name. I'm not going to dignify Zuckerberg by calling Facebook anything other than Facebook. Trying to think of what would be a good brush for a feather texture, honestly. maybe the textured pen, or might be like a brush, like a brush. Maybe dry gouache? Nope, not intense enough. Ooh. I found it. Okay, so we got that one. I'm going to change the track on this one because shout out to Incompetech for all the tunes. I do still really like YouTube. I still really like making videos and live streams for y'all. I gotta go about it in a way that it's not gonna like drain me, you know? I also just gotta be mindful of like how much time and energy that I have to do stuff. Because even though I am taking a part-time job, I'm still going to be working full-time in studio. It really sets the plan. Okay, there we go. Ooh, there's a line I missed. There we go. I'll tell you what, I'm glad that I got into the YouTube game now rather than later. I feel like there's going to be a lot of people migrating, especially off of Instagram, onto YouTube. There was already kind of a TikTok exodus. Would not be surprised if there was an Instagram exodus as well. It's also a really good thing that I have my own website. I will be doing I want to say remodel, but it's not quite the right word. But it is a remodel, basically, of my website. Because it's like, why post on Instagram when I could tell Zuckerberg to suck it? Because I've had my own website for years now. Yeah, I've had a blog site since at least 2013, I want to say. Ran it as a blog for the longest time, but I'm at a point now where I'm like, I just want to post art rather than trying to figure out blog posts to write. and especially with Instagram falling apart, I'm like, boy, am I glad that I have a website. Also, with webtoons being webtoons, I'm really glad that I have my own website for The Legend of Jamie Roberts. I wish more young people understood this part, which is that, social media platforms are not forever. You'll be better served putting that time and energy into building a website. And there are some young people who are catching on to this, thankfully. Like, a lot of my YouTube recommendations last month were a bunch of people younger than 25 being like, I'm done with social media. I'm going to build a website instead. And here are my reasons why. And I'm like, good on you, kids. I don't want to predict what the changes online bode for YouTube. I'm not going to predict that. I also don't want to cast any predictions for like what the future of Instagram will be, although right now it's not looking too particularly bright. I will mention I wrote a anti-attention economy manifesto a while back, and I don't want to say predicted, but I did see the logical endpoint of Instagram, which is, this is a platform that demands a lot of emotional, physical, and mental labor from the people who use the app. And the owners of the app are getting rich off of our labor. And the people who actually use the apps aren't getting any kind of a kickback. Now, one of my original demands in the anti-attention economy manifesto was pay us for doing the labor, because this is kind of a labor movement issue where it's like, we're being treated like workers, but we're not being paid, which is a problem. However, one thing I did write about in the manifesto was the app owners want to use artists as labor because whatever it takes to keep people on the platform. But the transition to using AI, and much less training it, we're not even getting into training it right now, but like using AI to generate content is just the next logical step. Because the app owners want to extract rent, however that looks, as much as possible from its users. And that includes generating spam and generating as much content as possible to keep people glued onto the apps. And using AI was just the next logical step, because AI don't demand payment. They don't demand equal treatment. They just generate bullshit, basically. So yeah, AI is a way of eroding workers' rights, especially artists' rights. And honestly, anything that affects artists affects laborers, because artists are laborers. We are a workers' movement. The rise of glaze is probably the best thing to happen out of this whole thing. Although, shout out to Lo Harris, because she had an Instagram account that had 25,000 followers, and then I saw her video where she's like, I just deleted the account. And I'm like, not you giving me the inspiration to do the same dang thing. And honestly, I'm giving it some serious thought, especially with, Meta making the announcement that they're going to be training their AI off of Instagram posts. So. And for the people who are like, oh, but AI is inevitable. The way that y'all are talking about AI, about it being inevitable and artists need to jump on board and suck it, that's the same bullshit that we heard when y'all were talking about NFTs, and look how that turned out. NFTs have lost their value by like 97%, last I checked. And it's probably even worse. So no, AI is not inevitable. It's just another MLM grift. The question is, how long of a shelf life will this grift have? That's why I keep coming back to the Mickelson twins video from Folding Ideas, because I feel like Dan Olson really predicted that. that shift of people who would use AI to just generate spam. Because the way the Mickelson grift worked, which was hugely inefficient, by the way, but the Mickelson grift was generating audiobooks to post up on Amazon so that you can make passive income off of your audiobooks. To make those audiobooks, though, you need people to write those books, and then you need people to narrate those books. So it costs a lot of money to do both of those things. It was just hugely inefficient all around. But something that was mentioned in the comments for that video, because I am one of those sadistic people that looks at comments, somebody made the prediction that because of the rise of AI, people like the Mickelson twins won't need to turn to ghostwriters to churn out their low effort, awful audiobook spam. They can instead go to ChatGPT and have it write the books. And then people are doing that. And it has resulted in a lot of Tumblr posts being like, do not buy this mushroom book. It will poison you. Because there are actual audio books being generated that are telling you that certain mushrooms are safe when they are in fact not safe at all. So at this point for me, the question regarding generative AI is not if it will, have a, how do I phrase this? It's not if it'll have a shelf life as generating spam, but when that shelf life will expire. And, kudos to most people. I feel like most people are savvy enough to catch on that we don't want it. Anyway, let's talk about more pleasant matters. So one of the reasons that I was inspired to do this series was I got to build the bridge here. So I did an art book called Cats, a Sketchbook, and one of the cats that I drew was actually inspired by a drag queen who appeared on a Dropout TV show called Dirty Laundry. The drag queen in question was Alaska Thunderfuck. Great name. And okay, so we got the shadows. There's something about this deltoid. Hold on. Okay. But anyway, there were a lot of drag queens on Dropout TV there for a little while, because They were on Dirty Laundry. There was an entire Dimension 20 show called Dungeons and Drag Queens, which is fantastic and only 4 episodes long. I highly recommend that you watch it. It's just a bunch of drag queens playing Dungeons and Dragons. It is fantastic, and I love it. And apparently there's going to be a season 2 coming out. I am very excited. Oh my gosh, I want to watch it. I want to watch it right now. I'm wondering if Monet Exchange is going to come back for that. If Jujubee does not come back, there might be riots. But anyway, all these queens have fantastic looks, and I was like, I kind of want to draw other characters in these fantastic looks. I drew one of the cats in Cats' sketchbook in Alaska Thunderfuck's look, or at least they look inspired by Alaska Thunderfuck. And I was like, what if I just draw some Dragon Ball Z characters in some of these outfits? So I'm making my way through. All right, let's see how we're looking. Ooh, hold on one second. We gotta get some sparkle effects in here. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. Get some sparkles up in here. What if we put that on screen? Screen mode. I think that'll work. Princess Trunks is looking fabulous. Let's put this at 50%. Yeah. There we go. Princess Trunks. Princess Trunks looks fabulous. Yes. So far, we're going to add a little bit of polish for some spots. Okay, and then we're going to do screen for this one again at 50%. And then we're going to add some just some highlights on the metallic things. Ooh. And on the eyes. Maybe? Okay. I was trying to hit the undo and it wasn't taking, so I was like, some glitch? But no, we're fine. Yeah. Also, can I take a second to talk about Metropolis, the anime, for a minute? Because I had a couple of realizations about that anime. If you've never seen it, it's okay. I almost would recommend it, but there's so many problems with this anime. One of the big ones is, as my roommate Alex likes to put it, it is 17 plots in a trench coat. That is very much what this anime is like. I had to remember what layer this particular spotlight thing was on. Okay, because there we go. I missed a spot when blending. Caught it. Okay, so the thing. Oh, okay. Before I continue, let me just catch up on comments real quick. Expect my dumb face on everything, checkmate, suckers! Nice. Also, glad to see you hanging out in the chat, Delos. Okay, you know what? Let me just do myself a favor here. I just realized I haven't pulled up the live stream on my phone here. I should do that real fast. Oh. Ow. Oh, my neck has been hurting all day. Hold on one sec. Oh, that's not the right button. Technical difficulties, please stand by. Aha! Okay, there we go. Oh, hello, Alex. I see you hanging out in the chat. Also, Alex, aka Sentai Bandicoot, not roommate Alex. Those are two separate people. For the viewers at home who were like, wait a second. Nope, we're okay. Also, thank you. I am really liking how this is turning out so far. In fact, I might just wrap it up here. I think this is good. Wait, no, there's a spot. There's a spot that I can add a little more oomph. Nope. Okay. Much better. Yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there. I don't want to overwork it, but we're getting there. Well, that was the wrong tool. Okay. Okay, there we go. Anyway, I was saying something. Oh, talking about Metropolis, the anime. So, yeah, roommate Alex describes it as 17 plots in a trench coat, and it's not wrong. The tricky bit is knowing that this anime was directed by Rintaro and written by Katsuhiro Otomo. And if those names don't sound familiar to you, that's okay. Rintaro directed Astro Boy and a bunch of other projects created by Osamu Tezuka, who's considered kind of the godfather or like the OG creator of manga, the comics industry over in Japan. The trope of big eyes, little mouths in anime is an Osamu Tezuka trademark because he was inspired by Disney, particularly Snow White. You're getting a crash course in anime history. This is kind of relevant for Metropolis because the anime Metropolis is actually based off of an Osamu Tezuka manga that was never finished. It was one of those manga that like it came out and then he never finished it for a lot of reasons. I gather that one of those reasons is that the plot was going in such a way that Osamu Tezuka did not know how to end it. And you can kind of tell with the anime adaptation because the ending for it is like they also did not know how to end it. So it's a mess. It's a big old mess. But I was doing a kind of creative exercise in my head of like, well, if it were up to me, how would I fix it? And I have some thoughts. Before I get to those thoughts, I'm going to take another look at this Trunks art. I think it's done. I want to say it's done. Hold on one sec. Selection pen to select this area. Then I am going to invert and then gradient. Yeah, there we go. Blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it. Yes! Heck yeah! There we go. Now, it was at 25%. What if we did 35? 30? I think 30 is a happy middle there. Yeah. I like it. Now, it occurs to me I could have drawn Trunks on some, like, plush cushions here, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I remember Metropolis. It was many things. Yes, it was. It was too many things. But I was thinking about it. I was like, well, if it were up to me, and if I had, infinite budget or even no budget to rewrite this entire film, how would I go about it for the anime? I'll get to that in a second. Maybe I'll just make an entire video about this because, like, recounting everything that happens in the anime is a video in and of itself. and talking about how I would fix it is like, that's a whole other discussion. And I'm just here to draw Dragonball. Like, I'm here to draw drag queens. So, but one of the big things that I would do is I would actually change the order of events in that anime, like, because there's an entire subplot about the president trying to, like, implicate one of the bad guys, and then it, like, the culmination of that particular subplot is that the president gets shot, and I'm like, this would be a better movie if the president getting shot was the first thing that the audience saw before the film even started. If that was the first thing, because then that would set the tone. That would establish Duke Red as the bad guy, how he got into power and popularity. It would establish a whole lot of things if you just took the assassination of the president and put it at the start of the film. And then you wouldn't have to bother with the president's whole entire subplot, and then everything else would fall into place. There's a few other things that I would do, but that's like the big one that comes to mind right now. Okay, cool. So this is pretty well done. So we've saved our progress. I'll do a few other tweaks later. Excuse me. For right now, let us bring up the Android 18, which I need to redraw. I'm not going with that sketch. I can't get that pose to work, so I'm going to go with the original idea that I had in mind for Android 18 and drag. And yes, Android 18 would be a drag king. fight me. I invite it. Also, for anybody who might be watching, it's like, oh no, this is Dragon Ball Z. None of the characters would do this. This anime is a comedy. Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z is a comedy, first and foremost. That is the thing that you must understand about this show. If you're taking it seriously as like a fighting show, like, I get it, because a lot of the later episodes, particularly in Z, really emphasize that, but it's a comedy. It is a gag comic. It is a gag comic with fight scenes. Sometimes the fight scenes are very well choreographed. But it is a comedy, first and foremost. It's a bit like a Jackie Chan movie, just extended. Although not quite, because Jackie Chan is like if Buster Keaton knew martial arts. So, not quite a one-for-one there. Also, hells yeah, Alex. I'm glad that we're in agreement there. Okay, so 18 in drag. I have a pose. In mind. Hold on. Oh, I have it in G-Pen mode. Let me get back into pencil. I've actually discovered a new workflow that has resulted in drawing faster comics. It is actually kind of bonkers. And this faster workflow is just in the pencil stages, drawing the characters just as mannequins, not even filling in any of the details of anything. We'll fill in the details in the inking stage, but the pencil stage is like posing the figures like mannequins in the environment. Excuse me, I'm a dainty motherfucker. So, okay, we're going to need to adjust the scaling here in a bit, but I just want to capture the pose real fast. But yeah, this new method of penciling art, I considered myself kind of fast before with drawing comic pages, but oh boy, did my speed go up by a lot. And it's wild because, like, when I figured this out, one of the first videos that came recommended on my YouTube feed was another artist being like, don't go for speed. And I'm like, you're trying to tell this to a caricaturist? I got my training in caricature arts. We were encouraged to draw faces in less than 5 minutes. How dare you try to tell me to not go for speed? Speed is in my blood. Like, just on the surface, I did not watch this video, but like on the surface, I can get why this particular art YouTuber was like, don't go for speed, especially if you're like just starting out. If you're just starting out drawing comics, don't go for speed. Go for accuracy, and speed will come later. There we go. Actually, I'm going to situate the head a little lower in the shoulders. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Lower the eye line a little bit. I have an outfit in mind for Android 18 as a drag king. I have an idea. I almost didn't want to do this though, because Android 18 does have a twin brother. So it's like, would people construe this as 17 instead? And I'm like, 18's a blonde. I'm still gonna draw it. Oh, something to keep in mind. In previous streams, I said that these were for an art zine that I was putting together. Full disclosure, zine's not happening anymore. But these will be mini prints. There's a couple of reasons why the zine project is not happening, but the big one is I'm retooling how I do rewards for the zine club. Originally, this zine project was going to be for zine club members, but I just don't really have enough material to put together into a zine. I have enough for mini prints. Mini prints will for sure happen. Okay, so I'm drawing the pose. 18 is going to be lounging on a pile of Namekian Dragonballs. That's what this is. In case you were wondering why this pose is the way that it is, yeah, Android 18, as a drag king, is going to be lounging on a pile of Namekian Dragonballs. And the Namekian Dragonballs are like larger than basketball size. They're like beach ball sized. Excuse me. So that's what we're doing with this particular pose. Also, I could make an entire YouTube video about just this topic in particular, but talking about like getting my training as a caricature artist and improving, so that your speed is up to par, etc. I actually thought about this because of a mini print that I finished recently. Not mini print, large print. It's an 11x17 print, and it has a horse on it. And I thought of it while drawing this particular art. Oh wait, hold on. Drag King. Bound. There we go. Gotta have some binding. Now this is just the draft. We're not doing finals yet, but oh yeah, talking about horses in this 11x17 print that I was working on. Made me think of when I first learned how to draw horses, which was when I was working as a caricature artist at Cedar Point. I had to get better at horses because of the sheer number of people who requested being drawn on unicorns or ponies or Pegasuses, but particularly unicorns. And I was like, I gotta get real good at horses, man. So that I can cartoonify them. So there was just like a week when I was working at Cedar Point, there was a week that in my spare time, I drew nothing but horses in my sketchbook. And I got decently okay. Hold on. Sorry, there was a chigger on my wall. But I got decently okay at horses. And then I got really rusty at it and I had to practice horses again. So you know what? I'm just going to flip the canvas here. Okay, free transform. Better. Anyway, I was talking about something. Hold on. Oh yeah, drawing horses and getting better at them. I mean, that's how I got better at drawing hands, was in high school. I just dedicated so many pages to just drawing hands. Excuse me. And that was a while ago. It's a Mooney lad. It is. Let me see if we can get him on the camera. Hello. Mm-hmm. Oh. There we go. It's a Mooney boy. It is. This is Mooney Vegeta Muser Peterson Crawford. He's being a very good boy right now. Mm-hmm. Yes. Did he just wake up from a nap?
I think so.
Okay. That's probably why he's being good. Baby. Oh. His second favorite hangout spot besides under the couch.
He likes to help.
He does. He's a good studio helper. Good baby. Check that off the live stream bingo. Okay.
That's one more for exotic bird bingo.
In case the mic didn't pick that up, Alex just went, just another one for exotic bird bingo. Just cut to the bird that's just like, wee. Perfect. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna draw the first Dragon Ball here, which this is just the pencil stage, so I suppose I can cheat and use the ellipse tool. There we go. You could say 18's got some big balls. Okay, so that's 4. Here we go. 5. 6 and 7. Yeah. Okay. Now see, I was going to draw 18 looking like a 1930s mobster, which would entail an actual honest-to-God fedora. Do I want to do that to 18? Let me do a quick Google search, actually. I'm just gonna look at Drag Kings on DuckDuckGo real fast. See how that goes. Ooh. Ooh, we got some exciting looks on this here search. Okay. Okay, I've got some ideas. I got some ideas. Oh, work with me, pen. There we go. Okay. Clear out that queue. Probably should have pulled up some reference images of 18, but I did not. I know I have a few floating around this here folder. This folder is a mess. I am not showing you what it looks like right now. Ah, here we are. Oh, Pass Me actually put all of them in a separate folder. Thank you, Pass Me. Okay. Okay, here we go. I just need to get her eye shape. I want to make sure that I get the eye shape right. Oh, and her jawline. I forgot how tapered her chin was. Got to get the gold earring in there. Kind of a Android trademark, honestly. Okay, there we go. And her hair part is actually off center. Which is good to know, honestly. Okay, there we go. Hold on, I gotta fix that hair. I see you, Alex. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. Oh yeah, that's much better. Also, I'm really glad that I did a very quick Google search of drag kings, because now I have a whole lot of better ideas. Okay. I think I'll fix that sleeve. Much better. Oh. Oh, going back to the topic of how to fix Metropolis, changing the timeline of events so that that's so classy looking. Thank you, Alex. Lost the train of thought for a second, but fixing Metropolis, yes. Putting the president's assassination at the beginning of the film would definitely simplify a lot of things, and also remove that entirely useless subplot. Anything to do with the president in Metropolis, just axe him off at the start. It clears out a lot of things. The other thing that I would fix, I don't know why this is even in the film, because it doesn't add much of anything, if anything at all, which is the relationship that Rock has with Duke Red. Like, in the movie, Rock is supposed to be Duke Red's adopted son, but for one thing, Duke Red has nothing but contempt for this lad. The other thing is that, you know, if you really want to drive home that Duke Red is still mourning the loss of his daughter, maybe don't have him adopt a child that he hates. Maybe don't have him adopt children at all. That's a wild thought. So, yeah, because, like, the whole notion of Duke Red adopted Rock at the end of a war that was never mentioned before or after is it's not important to the plot. You can remove that line, and functionally, nothing has really changed in the film. So just get rid of the whole notion of Rock being Duke Red's adopted son. It didn't add anything to the story. If anything, I feel like it would be way more menacing for Rock if he were not related to Duke Red at all, and he was just kept as leader of the Mardukes, a fascist group. Like, and just having him be just the leader of the Mardukes. One of the alternate fixes that I was thinking of was maybe just remove Rock entirely, but Rock does, for better or worse, drive the plot forward in a way that a lot of other antagonistic forces in the movie don't. So, unless there's some major rewriting going on. So, you can have him in the story, just... Yeah. Alex is like, would definitely help tighten things. Yes, it would. Because, like, what the script really needed for Metropolis was a lot of tightening. I feel like... Now, this could be a combination of Rentaro and Otomo working together. I mean, because Otomo, he can write good scripts. He can. From what I can tell, because he did Steam Boy. Steam Boy was a great movie. I've not actually seen Akira yet. I know, terrible. I did read the first volume of the manga, though. Good stuff. Good stuff. And I do want to read the rest of the manga. I did see Memories, which Otomo did a lot of like direction and screenwriting for, so I know that he is a good writer. But he did not need to be paired with Rentaro. Because I feel like all of the worst habits of Otomo and the worst habits of Rentaro really come out when both of them are in the same space working on something. Which is really saying something, because Rentaro also has a lot of problems. I'm going through a little bit about, like, if it were up to me on how to rewrite that Metropolis anime, how I would go about it.
Oh my god, that reminds me. I was
yeah?
helping Jade and them put stuff away because they just moved into their new house.
Yeah.
They had Metropolis.
Oh my god.
I was alphabetizing their DVDs because I'm nuts. And I just look at it and I'm like, Metropolis. Their girlfriend Autumn looked at me and said, yeah. I'm like, this movie is 7 half movies in a trench coat. Yeah. Pretending to be a movie. Yeah. And she was just like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. There is a charm to it being 7 half movies in a trench coat. But, yeah. I was just telling the viewers at home, big thing number 1, move the president's assassination to the start of the film.
Yeah.
Thing 2, get rid of the whole Rock is Duke Red's adopted son angle, because that didn't add anything. And this is entirely a self-indulgent thing for me, because in the original manga, Tima had a switch so that they could switch back and forth between being a boy and being a girl.
Mm-hmm.
If it were up to me, I would put that back in the story.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think that is interesting and could say a lot of interesting things about the society of Metropolis as it is built.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
Yeah, I think that there could be some really interesting things going on there, but they did not pursue any of that.
No.
I chalked that up to a Rentaro thing. Rentaro has some ideas about women, so yeah, that's one way to put it. Yeah, I could also chalk it up to Otomo being like, I don't know how I would write this, and just not putting it in there, which is
yeah. But then Don't put the start of it in there.
Yeah, don't put the start of it in there.
just because you don't know how to end it doesn't mean you should put the start in.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I still need to know why the minister had the candle appear over his head when he was shot.
Yeah.
Why was the candle there? What does it
Either
mean?
take that away or add it to everyone who gets shot. Or
Yes!
dies.
If everyone who got shot in that movie had a candle randomly pop over their head,
it would be a choice.
it would be a choice!
It'd be a weird one, but it's a choice that makes sort of sense.
Yeah!
But only one!
Yeah! Oh, it's a metaphorical light going out. Okay, but have that over everybody's head, okay?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is he the only one that matters?
Yeah! Yeah, that's my question. I'm not summarizing that. Hopefully the mic picked up all of that.
Or maybe we could just pretend that means he's the only one that died.
Ooh.
The rest were injured, but nobody died.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
I don't know what else to do with it.
Yeah. Well, thank you for tuning in, Alex, aka Sentai Bandicoot. Oh, good, you heard the whole convo. Yay! I was hoping that you did. Okay, excellent. Also, that really says something about the quality of the mic, that the mic was able to pick that up. Yay. Oh, to address this, there was a previous stream where there was a weird noise that my desk was making every time that the desk shook, and I figured out what it was. I have a corner lamp on this desk here. Turns out, two of the lamp shades were rubbing up against each other and making that noise. I have since fixed it, so... Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. Once I get a few more steps inked in here, I'm probably gonna wrap this up because I just realized what time it is. And I gotta get up early tomorrow, so I'm probably gonna wrap this up pretty soon. I do want to get the inks largely done though. Okay, so there is some wild makeup with drag kings. Let me see. Okay. I'm actually going to put the makeup on a second layer. And we'll color it a different color. Yeah. Doing good so far. Also, if y'all are not watching Dropout TV, I would encourage y'all to get Dropout TV if you can. It's only $6 a month. Great comedy throughout. Also great shows throughout. Besides Dungeons and Drag Queens, they also brought back an old College Humor show called Smarty Pants, where comedians get together and they do 30-minute presentations on a particular topic of their choice. Like they're experts on a given subject. And Jess Ross did an entire presentation about how wrestling is drag and talking about the similarities between wrestling and drag. And, how there are, bands trying to ban drag. Well, if you're going to try to ban drag, you need to ban wrestling. But why would you ban both? Why would you do that? Just, you know, it's so much joy to have both. Okay, I have an idea for the pants. Because I noticed in the quick search that a lot of the drag king aesthetics are very 70s. So we're just gonna lean into that with this. Oh yeah, there we go. And we're gonna make these platform boots, I think. I don't know if I'm gonna draw Krillin or not. I have a couple of ideas for Krillin as a drag queen. Definitely gotta incorporate platform boots, particularly of the kind that roommate Alex and I spotted at Hamburger Mary's, which is it is a bar here in the Toledo area that they have hamburgers and they have drag queens doing shows, and it's great. And I love it so much. And if y'all are ever in the Toledo area, check out Hamburger Mary's. They are delightful. But they have a particular novelty drink container that's just an enormous platform boot. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, Krillin. Krillin needs to wear those. So I think it's only fair that 18 also wear platforms to match her hubby. Let's be real. They would probably do drag together. I like to imagine that they would. Yeah, all right. Let's get this curve tool. That's going to be the best thing, I think, to get these Dragonball curves. We'll be adding the stars in a moment. Okay, now this is going to require a continuous curve. So let's do continuous curve real quick. Because continuous curve will give us anchor points. It's not perfect, but it is better than just using the curve tool, because if we just use the regular old curve tool, it wouldn't be a perfect circle like I would want. So that was not what I wanted. There we go. I accidentally hit the delete button. That was not what I wanted to do. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Control Z. Actually gonna follow this rather than trying to trace on top of it, because I realized a little too late that there are some tangents with that sketch layer. So we'll just avoid those. Oh, I never did do that wrap over the other track. Ooh. Hold on. I can move this Dragonball. There we go. I would dare to use the ellipses, but I'm not gonna. I'll just use continuous curve. Continuous curve is right there. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. So we got the inks. Let's add the stars. Okay. Because these wouldn't be Dragon Balls without the stars on them. Okay. Copy, paste, flip it. Okay. Okay, so there's the 1, 2, and 3 star ball. Rotate. Copy, paste. There we go. There's the 4 star. And then we're going to copy, paste, move that down here. We're going to make this the 5 star. We're just going to move the stars around a little bit. Then copy, paste. Move that down to here-ish. Okay. Now the 6 star. Oh, I just thought of a good place for the 6 star ball. Because Krillin has 6 stars on his head. Hold on. Da-da-da-da. Well, that didn't really do much. Okay. Okay. There's that one. And there's that one. Yeah. You know, I have Dragon Ball ornaments in the other room. I could probably just pull up the 7 star ball from that. But they're up in the closet and I don't feel like digging. So. Nah, we'll just shrink that down. Wait, there we go. Well, it's not like the 7 stars. All 7 stars are going to show up anyway, so we will do this arrangement. Oh. I can select the right layers. Ooh. Paste and rotate. There we go. Okay, we got the inks done. I'm gonna actually call it there because I've been at this for nearly 2 hours. It's getting to an hour where I'm like, I need to wrap this up because I got to get up early. So we'll call it there. Yeah. Cool. All right. Let me turn off the music, actually. There we go. Okay. So will there be a stream next week? No, because stuff is happening off stream. So no live stream next week. I'm hoping, knock on wood, to have a video out next week in the time slot that a live stream would normally go up. So fingers crossed. If all goes according to plan, the video to go up next week will be talking about a new print that is coming out in time for Be Excellent Festival of Games, which, if you're in the Toledo area, the Be Excellent Festival of Games is next Saturday, which is June 8th, from like 11 to 6 in Sylvania, Ohio. There's more information at beexcellentfestival.com, so definitely check that out. I'm going to be there as a vendor, myself and my roommate, Alex. So we're going to be there showcasing our work. Hope that if you're in the area, I hope to see you there. If you're not in the area, that's okay. I still have other stuff that you can peruse. Like, you can just head over to kelseydcrawford.com/links to check out literally everything. YouTube, webcomics, so many webcomics. My website, my shop, everything is at kelseydcrawford.com/links. It's funny because a while back I used to have a link tree and then I went, why have my own link tree on my website? So that is what kelseydcrawford.com/links is. Everything is there. So there you go. Although I did mention earlier in the stream that there's going to be some website redesigns coming. The links page should stay relatively the same. So it should be relatively safe for you to go there, check it out to find all the stuff that I do. With that, I'm going to bounce off. Hope y'all had fun with me during this stream. I definitely had a great time. So thank y'all so much for watching. Do all the YouTube stuff. That's all I got for now. Thanks for watching. You are awesome. Okay, there we go. Buttons. There we go.